this is Wednesday, the 3rd of May 2023. This is James Mackenzie. I go by Jamie. This is for Ombudsman Saskatchewan office, Femi, and the big boss of the office. Yeah, I'm just sending you this video with an update about what happened on March 31st, 2023. I was getting boarded to go on a Regina Paratransit bus to go to the University of Regina, and for some reason, we have 2 videos of it. For some reason, my chair drove off the lift. This is 9 months after what happened in Mucha. That's why I sent you the story on Mucha. This is 9 months after Mucha. And I don't understand how the cities do not communicate. There needs to be recommendation to the government that there should be a law brought in place to make sure that cities are aware to check other cities for incidents in the last year to make changes if they need to. Like in Mucha, like that person who might have fallen off the same kind of lift I fell off, but they died. In my case, I didn't die because it wasn't high enough. And I just want you guys to look at it, because I've been very concerned for a long time about first bus training, but because of the bylaw in Regina, it's not different to what it is in Saskatoon, because I used to live in Saskatoon. Saskatoon, you're allowed to bring new items to council. If you feel like you want to bring something forward, you can just bring it up. The deadline before the meeting, that next meeting or whatever meeting, and you can bring a new item up. But in Regina, you can't. You have to wait for administration to bring a report on the issue. But in my case, they have never brought reports about how many times buses have been in accidents, how many times there's been complaints, how many times that has never gone to council separately from the budget. And that's what I would like to see, something like that. And the right for the disabled to speak on the paratransit contract, because it's like you're blocking free speech. It's like you're blocking free speech when you don't allow us to speak on it. Like they give it back to First Canada every year, every 5 years, and they don't send it to council so the public can't speak on it. So it takes our rights away from speaking on the contract. They just give it back to First Canada. And where's our right? And it's like, if you can't, I know you guys are looking into just the bylaw of a city council, but can you recommend how I can handle that one about my concern that the city is not allowing us to speak on the contract with First Canada, and that makes it hard for us to bring our concerns forward to council if no reports come forward. So something needs to change. Something needs to change, because I already fell off a lift because of poor training on First Canada. I already fell off a lift. And in my case, I was lucky I didn't die or really get badly injured. And that's what I mean. That's why I brought the new information to you guys. Can you tell me what do I have to do to file a complaint? So you guys are looking into it. How do you file a complaint? Like with the human right to have a complaint form. Like you guys don't have a complaint form to fill out and say, this is what you fill out. And say, this is what your complaint is. My complaint is the contract for First Canada, where the public is not allowed to speak on it, and it gets public funding from the province to operate, and we're not allowed to speak on it. And also the right for people to speak at city council if there's no new items on the agenda. And the thing is, that thing on the website is very confusing. The thing on the city's website is very confusing, because when you read it, it says you can speak at council, but once you phone the city clerk's office, it tells you a whole different story about it. It tells you have to go to your councillor, or you cannot speak to city council. You have to wait for the report to come forward. That's what they tell you. You cannot directly speak to council in Regina. And that's what the bylaw does. It prevents you from bringing up the council. And when you live in Saskatoon, you're allowed to bring new stuff up. So that's why I'm bringing my complaint forward to the ombudsman, because there's no other due course for me. I've tried going to the city on it on my own, and I just get told, oh, we just give everything to First Bus. How do you know First Bus is looking into it? They give them the contract, but they don't keep an eye on them very well. Because there's been incidents where I've brought my concerns about me sitting in the front of the bus, because back in 1999 and 2004, they ran the service under a different name in Saskatoon, and I got injured by a bus driver. Because I went up about 5 inches off my chair, and that's why I sit in the front now, because I can't really sit in the back because it's not good for my back. But there's been times where they put me in the back, and I've told paratransit, but it keeps happening. That's right. First Bus doesn't always look into the cases, and they give them this contract. Okay, this is Jamie McKenzie. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.